And so we got to know the guys who were helping us arrest the bad guys. There was Secret Service and the FBI. And right after this happened, it was 9/11. And so these guys were spending billions of dollars on stuff that we thought didn't make any sense. And they kept asking us for advice. They were confused about how to do things. I mean, President Bush created what was called the Department of Homeland Security at the time. I shouldn't be too mean about it, but you know how it works in government is that when you create a new department, people can't really fire people in government easily. So sometimes they'll have a lot of people they wanted to fire.
Push them into new departments, and you're fired.
So therefore, the whole department didn't really know very well what it was doing at first, was my impression. And they were spending money on just nonsense stuff. And it became really obvious to us that Silicon Valley, Google, PayPal, all these things that were going on out there were just way ahead technically of where the government was at that point. And this was a problem because the government was spending $38 billion a year gathering data, looking at the data, failing to stop the terrorists, but also abusing our civil liberties. So it was a mess. So we said, you know what? There's actually a really important problem here to solve. A, I'd like to stop the bad guys from attacking us again and go get them instead. B, I don't want everyone in the government seeing all of my data without any controls. That's crazy.
And CIA was apparently one of the first investors in the company.
They eventually gave us money. I think it was the second or third round, but it was only $2 million, and we actually bought them back. The reason we needed them is that basically no one would give us money. First of all, Alex Karp and I went all over Sand Hill Road. Like, you guys have all this talent, because they can measure talent even back then. Like, why aren't you doing social media? Why aren't you doing something new and exciting? Working with the government's crazy. What's wrong with you guys? It's not possible.
So he didn't think it was a good idea to.
No. And this is Alex and I talking to the investors. Okay. So all the investors were basically
telling you guys.
They're telling us you guys are crazy.
Right.
No one does this. Why are you doing this?
Right.
It's not possible. It doesn't make any sense.
These are some big names, credible.
These are the big names. We got turned down by everyone. We got turned down by Excel, by Sequoia. The guy at Kleiner Perkins at the time, and they're a great firm. I admire them very much. But the guy at the time who's no longer there, he started laughing at us on the phone because Alex didn't have a technical degree. He's like, you guys don't even know what you're doing. And it's a doctorate, but it's not even a relevant doctorate. Like they're laughing us out of the room, basically.
And what is Alex's mindset like when he's walking out of the room? What's he telling you? Because Alex he's a very unique type of guy himself.
We were not happy with these people. Peter Thiel told me it was probably really good for me because it gave me like an even bigger chip on my shoulder to make sure we succeeded after being like mocked and turned down by like 30 of these guys. And Peter couldn't just only fund it himself. He needed other people to fund these things. So when we got In-Q-Tel, which is the CIA's venture capital arm at the time, to give us a little bit of money, and Peter gave us even more, that was really critical. And more importantly, we saved the government billions of dollars versus what they were doing. I mean, you literally had things going on. The DHS guys, I remember there was some Unisys thing where it was like $3 billion to integrate all the data. And we came and we showed them we could have done the same thing for them out of the box in a month. Like, don't waste billions of dollars. So it turns out competence saves the government lots of money and protects civil liberties. People don't realize it's both of those things.